AITA for calling off my birthday weekend trip because I don't want my stepsister there. My mom married her husband Karl 4 years ago. Karl's daughter Megan 15F came with him. She spends 50% of her time with us, and the other 50% of the time she's with her mom. My dad died 9 years ago, so I live with my mom and Karl all the time. I 16M, but almost 17M don't like Megan. When we first met, she was okay when I saw her for like an hour, but after we saw them more, it was more unbearable. She was always trying to switch over games I was playing, and she was throwing my games if she thought they looked boring or too boyish. One time she pulled out the plug for the TV, and my PS2, my dad's old console that's now mine, while I was playing. The other thing was mom would give me money and tell me to take her to the store and grab snacks together. She'd insist on getting all the stuff she liked, and she even tried to take the money out of my hands or snatch the stuff out of the cashier's hands when it was something I liked but she didn't. Then she'd ask me why I didn't like her on the walk home and act like I was denying her getting anything she liked. When we all moved in together, she kept trying to come into my room whenever she wanted to and would stop me from closing the door. One time I had to physically drag her out of my room, and then she wanted to steal one of my games, so I locked up all that stuff so she couldn't get to them. My mom bought me a lock for my closet and my bedroom door for extra security. Once those went up, she invited her friends over, and they tried to break into my room and my closet. She used to take food off my plate, but when I started refusing to eat at the table, Karl put a stop to it. Then she'd make a big deal out of it when I didn't sit next to her. When Mom and Karl went on honeymoon, Megan was with her mom and I was with my paternal grandparents. She whined for months that I'd done fun stuff that week. I stayed with my grandparents. To the point that she would call and text me to whine about it when she was at her mom's house, and then got me into trouble because I blocked her. She's still really bad about coming into my room without asking, taking my stuff and breaking it or not bringing it back. She's weird around my friends and tries to flirt with them. A few of them she tried to kiss. Then she tried to make me date her best friend, and called me gay slurs when I wouldn't. Then, when she found out I was gay and didn't tell her, she had a meltdown and called herself my sister and said I meant to tell her that stuff. Mom asked me why I ignored her when she was doing that, and I told her all I had to say to Megan was she isn't my sister, and I didn't think her or Karl would like that. She ruined my favorite hoodie by giving it to her best friend, and then she kept pressuring me to let her off the hook, because my mom demanded Karl make her work to pay for it. And whenever we're left on our own, she takes the money Mom and Karl leave us, and she orders food for her, and basically tells me to suck it up even though the money is left for us both. My mom and Karl know all this. My mom and I have talked about my feelings on Megan, but she still told me Megan had to come to my birthday weekend at a cabin with my friends and her, and Karl supervising. She made me wait for the weekend after my birthday instead of the weekend of my birthday because Megan will be with her mom on my actual birthday and that weekend. She told me Megan is still my sister, which I argued with, and that I shouldn't exclude her from something like that. So I told Mom to call the whole thing off, and I told my friends there was a big change of plans, and there's no cabin and we'll do something else. My mom told me not to throw a temper tantrum and to think about Megan's feelings, knowing I called it off because she was supposed to come. I told her I really don't care and I don't want Megan there, and it will ruin the weekend if she is. AITA.